Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Packers going up against the Lions. With that, let's get up to Ford Field in Detroit. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
It took a Rodgers to Rodgers Hail Mary to win last year. What's in store here as the Packers and Lions get underway? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Green Bay Packers on offense, led by Aaron Rodgers, and it just seems like yesterday that this crew was 4-6, and that's changed.
Oh, boy, has it ever. It's changed in a big way. And, you know, when they were 4-6 and all that panic was around the team and its fans, remember, Aaron didn't say relax, right? All he said was, I do believe we can win the rest of our games. I'm not sure how many people believed him. They think it can happen now.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. And now the Lions defensive starters.
Every time I watch a Lodi Nada play, I just wonder, how do you move this man? And then when he shows his movement ability, look out, quarterbacks.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got time in the pocket. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. A'Shawn Robinson, the rookie from Alabama, in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On fourth down, the Packers hand things over to Jake Shum to punt it. Back deep is the former Seahawk, Golden Tate. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit Lions and the comeback king, Matthew Stafford, taking the field. Now, it was a struggle in Week 15. Only put up 6 points in a loss to the Giants. But here's what reigns supreme, this stat. 8 fourth-quarter comebacks this year for Stafford, the most by an NFL quarterback since 1925.
And did you see that type of season coming for Detroit?
I don't think anybody did.
Yeah, I think people are going to call this an overachieving season for them, and they feel like there's much more left out there. They're thinking playoffs, and they're thinking damage in the playoffs, mainly because of their quarterback. He's a guy that's in MVP discussion, and rightly so, because of what you said. Say it one more time. 8?
Yeah, fourth-quarter comebacks. Most since 1925. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the first NFL carry for the Washington Husky, Dwayne Washington. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
On first down, it's Stafford. With a reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford now on second down. Surveying the field. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Clay Matthews is an absolute force. Multiple Pro Bowls as an outside linebacker. He can swing inside and create the same havoc.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. From the gun on third down, Stafford. It's brought in by Bolden. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Washington. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Dwayne Washington taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. That time, a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. Oh, he shifts past him. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. A chance for us to look at the Lions defense again. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Old-time Montgomery, he might have altered some fantasy football league playoff races with what he did in Week 15 on that blustery day in Chicago. 162 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, not bad for a guy who was drafted to be a wide receiver. Played a little bit of running back at Stanford. About 220 pounds, so he's stronger and thicker than what people know. But here's the thing about him. Maybe Green Bay might start thinking about him as a long-term solution at the running back position when we thought he was just a stopgap here in 2016.
Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Tate. Spinning again. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. We focus our attention on the Green Bay defense as they head out. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that.
Right.
Totally missed it.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, whenever anyone talks about Golden Tate as a receiver, they always talk about how multifaceted he is, don't they? Slot, out wide, you can move him into the backfield. Just keep him on the move and get him the ball. The thing I like most about him is yards after catch. He's back near the top of the league again in 2016.
On pace for 1,000. First year not playing second fiddle. He's handling it pretty well.
Yeah, he likes being the #1 guy. It fits his personality, and it fits his production this year as well.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
So finally, a first down run. The offensive line has got to feel a whole lot better about themselves because I think they were starting to wonder, were we ever going to solve this defense and be able to do what we like to do, which is run the football.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Another carry for the rookie Washington. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, Washington. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now the second-year man from South Dakota State. It's Zach Zenner. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Third down now following the run. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Every time we talk with a defensive coordinator, they discuss taking away the best options an offense has going into a game. And I would think that Jordy Nelson would represent one of those options you need to take away. And what did he do against Chicago? Late in the game, it's on the line, and he goes big, 60-yard play on a 3rd and 11.
And what does a healthy Jordy Nelson do for this Packers offense?
He does everything for this Packers offense. Before, we always talked about his ability to stretch a team, stretch them deep. Now we're talking about his ability to do that and catch all the underneath stuff. Be that number 1 receiver that opens up the field for all the rest of them.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll start the drive with Washington. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. To throw on second down is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Nick Perry in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. We're back to the Motor City after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And Detroit getting set to go now. First, here's Washington. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Seven yards to go on second down. Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Finding time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
Fielded just inside the 30. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Two receivers left, one to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country. And at BYU, was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL. Yeah,
from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And Cook has it, left side. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. So completion on second down, that brings up third. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So out now come the Lions. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
On play action, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. It's caught, Nelson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
I remember when I got into coaching and I was asking wide receivers coaches what they like about guys in certain situations. One of them said something that stuck with me. I like guys that present themselves to the quarterback. And on that play, short little route, had to be out fast. He did exactly that and caught it for a first down.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Rodgers now on first down. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
One of the great things about most guys that play on the offensive line is that they have patience and extreme confidence in themselves. This group's gotten pushed around the entire game, haven't been able to move the ball very well. But after picking up a first down, running it there, they'll feel a little bit better about themselves going forward.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. try and run for it with Michael. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Rodgers now on third and goal. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Crosby puts it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Andre Roberts now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Packer defense getting set to go again. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to their offense, and guess what? Points went on the board.
Points went on the board, 3 of them. Now they'll be looking for another stop. On the give, this is Washington. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. On second down, here's Stafford. It's caught, left side, Bolden. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Stafford now to throw. And Tate's got it. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Alone to the right is Jones. On first down, it's Stafford. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down now after the incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing on third down, Stafford looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Lions defense gearing up as they take the field. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which would be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now can they carry that over? So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Rodgers will try again on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Rodgers looking to throw on third, trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the interception, here's Stafford. He's got time. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, here's Stafford. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's third down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A beautiful fake. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, 68 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Lions are forcing turnovers, but they still find themselves in a tight game. The Packers have to feel somewhat fortunate that those same turnovers haven't cost them more. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Lions have it midway through one. Washington's going to stay inside after the handoff, and this run goes for a touchdown, giving them an early lead. Third down from the 12. There's going to be a fumble here. Packers would pick it up and score. We're brand new at 7. Lions with the ball late in the half. It's the former Golden Domer, Golden Tate on the quick catch. And this play goes for a score. The lead grows to 4. Still late stages of the second. Rodgers going to find his mark, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 10. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back up to Ford Field as we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Roberts on the return. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Packers defense here, they're heading back out onto the field. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
And I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. On first down, Stafford here. Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards there for number 15. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll try the counter with Washington. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Washington. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
Set, 180.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. It's brought in by Bolden. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
False start, offense. Still first down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Alone to the right is Jones. To throw on second down is Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jake Ryan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Play action. Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jake Ryan in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, the spin. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Three yards left to grab here on third down. They come up in an empty set. Four wide receivers, one tight end. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
Offense. Still third down.
A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
Here's Jacob Shum now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now it's Tate. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On second down, here's Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And Charles, a good catch there and a 1st down.
Brandon, excellent execution. Quarterback knew where the ball had to be placed. The receiver knew where the 1st down line was.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Another pistol look here. A handoff for Washington. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
From the red zone now, Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. A gain of 6 there on first. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Here's Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
They come out here in the eye. Right back to Washington. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Set, 180.
On the run, it's Zenner. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
319! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
2nd down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It's the first time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Ziggy Ansah. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He won't go down. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return, and the Lions will take over. Washington, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Holding. Defense.
And you as a former defender should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holder.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys, but in this case, they were strict with the rule.
Now Washington. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A big pickup there on the run. 31 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, Less room for him to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed. Plenty of open field to get after that.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. A gain of 6 there on first. Four yards remaining now on second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. That's complete to Cobb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Packers are going to have a first down. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So the offense has it first and 10. Rodgers now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
319!
Rodgers to throw on second down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They'll come out in the pistol.
319! 258!
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And back out onto the field comes the Packers defense. And they forced the fumble last time. Now 4 turnovers for this defense. They've been darn good.
It's become a feeding frenzy, hasn't it? I mean, almost like the sharks. They descend upon their prey. That's what they've done this entire game. 4 takeaways, they preach it, and today they're living it.
Well, when you have that many, you probably think, all right, well, we'll just get another one now, right?
That's how it works. Everyone feels like, if I didn't get one, I'm doing something wrong.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Now it's second and 7. Here's Stafford now on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And incomplete here on third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They go play action here on first down. Backing up, still back there. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
319! 319!
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Caught left side by Cobb. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4.
319!
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And again, it's Rodgers. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Still first down.
Rodgers to throw once more. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time, and that'll bring up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Rodgers again now. And Jeff Janis has it complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. fresh set of downs here.
319! 319!
Rodgers now on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And it's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
319!
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. It's caught. Nelson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Good throw. Receiver does his job, and it's a first down for the offense.
Excellent execution all the way around. Plenty of time for the quarterback and the receiver to work their first down magic.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
319!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second and goal from the 1. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there. And it's third down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through. And they ended up tackling him for a loss.
From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense. Still third down.
They're back at the 8 now. Third and goal. Rodgers now on third and goal. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 25 yards out. And Crosby puts it through, and that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On first down, it's Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be first down, Detroit. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Stafford on first down. Finding time. To the right side to Eric Ebron. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They come out here in the eye. They run with Washington. And little room to... And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Riddick with a carry, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Fielded about a yard deep. He juked him. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
He's back to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 53 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Love the excitement we've got going here. They just scored the touchdown. They're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
I think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Lions now. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Stafford. Another reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. Stafford. And this one complete to Andre Roberts. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football, but the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Now Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers to throw. And Cook has it, left side. A gain of 6 there on first. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Crosby puts it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Alone to the right is Jones. One last throw here for Stafford. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Detroit.